What up, family? Welcome back to my channel. If we have not met, my name is Ms.MichelG. Today's topic is called church hurt, and I'm going to talk about it from my point of view, my experience. Before I go any further, I want to apologize on behalf of the people who hurt you, who misrepresent Jesus Christ. Also, I want to apologize if I hurt you, because that was never my intention, and I don't want to be the reason that keeps you from going to church. All right. The reason that led to me to talk about this is because I kept seeing a lot of videos about church hurt, how they're not part of a church anymore because they got hurt in a church. I'm going to stop you right there. You belong in a church. It doesn't need to be a fancy building or anything like that. You'd be surprised in your neighborhood, there's a church happening. They're called home church or church planter. 2020, we had to be quarantined, was shut down. We had to open church in our own home. Back in the days, it was like that. And it's cool to have that. We have options now. Church is for the hospital. Church is like a hospital where broken people are at. You know, we need healing, restoration, relationship to help us be accountability, to get closer to God. And some people, and we're going to say the old school people, some old school people folks have that religion spirit where it's man law, not Jesus relationship. For those, we have to pray for those. You need to get healed from the church hurt. Honestly, you have to. Because I experienced when I was 13 years old and I walked away from God. Because I put my faith in the people, not in God. You can never put people and God in the same sentence. We're disrespecting God like that. I'm going to be real with y'all. People fail, God don't. And if you go to church for people or pastor that you like, then you just put your faith in a human being that's going to disappoint you. Are you hearing me out? Every church, no matter where you go, has its own issues. Okay? It don't matter if they're leaders, pastors, usher, whatever level they're at in ministry, they're going to fail you. And you're going to fail too. The only thing that's perfect is Jesus in heaven. So let's get that in our mind, that we're trying to look for the perfect one, because the perfect one doesn't exist. Okay? And if you got hurt in that church, forgive that person and ask God to reveal it to them. Okay? And ask God to open doors where He wants you to be at, because your talents and gift is for His kingdom, not for the world. Okay? So we need to stop being in our feelings. Church ain't for me. I ain't going nowhere. Guess what? Guess what? Just gave the key to the devil. Now it's his playground. Say what? Oh, you heard me. When you step away from what God has called you to do, because you got your feelings hurt, and you don't press into the Lord to help you, guide you in this situation, you just gave the keys to the devil. Now it's his game. He puts thoughts in your head. Oh, look, this church is meant for you. Oh, look, ain't nobody wants you here. Oh, look at this. We're not giving the power authority to the devil. No way. Ain't happening. Happens a lot more than you think, because we allow situations to affect us and get the best of us, instead of like, hey God, this happened to me, I'm feeling like this, what should I do, how you want me to handle this, and you pray to God. You go to Him first. Don't allow a situation poison your heart and change your vision, your mind that God already put in your heart. Don't allow that. Okay? And also I'm not saying never talk about your church hurt. Never talk about it, because it happened to me twice. 13 and 27. The only difference between when I was 27, I knew better. I know who Jesus is. And I need to forgive and pray for this person. And I had no illness towards them. It is what it is. A season's up. I need to move on to the next thing. That's what it is. Some people from lessons are, some are blessings. That person was a lesson for me, and a blessing at the same time. you know? And it's okay. Not everybody's meant to be in the same life with you forever. Some of them are temporary. And we have to learn to let it go and let it be. Another thing is that you can use this for the greater good for God, His kingdom. What the enemy tried to take away from you, you stood your ground. You kept your head up. You kept pressing into His word. And you can share that testimony to somebody else. But if you're not healing and you're stepping away from God and stepping away from the church, and somebody wants to go visit a church and you talk from a poison heart, you just block the blessing that God had in store for you and for that person. Because when you're not doing God's will, you're delaying your fruits and blessings. What if this person's the last time, last moment to reconnect with God? Let me ask you a question. Do you want to have a conversation with God when He says, what happened to this person I sent to you? Yo, I don't want to have that conversation with God at all. When somebody hits me up, they need something, I drop what I'm doing and listen to them. Because I don't want to have a conversation with God say, I sent this sister of yours to you and you blew them off and look what they're doing. Nah. And also I want to tell you this. There's many versions of you out there that are looking up to you. And there's people praying for you that you don't even know who they are. And they're praying for you because God revealed them who you are and what you're capable of doing and what He has called you to do. So get your act together and release that pain and ask God to restore and heal you. And ask God on your behalf to forgive that person, because you're going to see that person more than once. When we're in this ministry, in this church, we tend to run to our people more than once. It happens. So I need you to build a bridge and get over it. Okay? Because you have a purpose. I have a purpose. And we can't let the enemy get to stop us from doing what we're supposed to be doing. Okay? But looking at some of the notes. And I don't want to miss the important information I want to share with you. Here's a couple of notes I want you to know. Church. There's no reason to give up on God. No. There are still true brother and sister in Christ will encourage you, tell you the truth, even if it hurts, and love you through anything. Let me tell you, just because you had a experience a rotten apple, don't mean all the apples are rotten. No, boo-boo. There's still good ones out there. Let me tell you, there's a difference between, I always tell my friends, do you want to hear what you need to or what you want to hear? And let me tell you, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Because it's a true friend. A true friend's going to tell you what you need to hear because they don't want to see you experience something you shouldn't experience to begin with. Hello? Some people want to hear because they just want you to shut up. It's the truth. Okay? There's still Christians that are brother and sister waiting with arms open to embrace you, to love on you, and tell you things that it might hurt you. But that's real love. And they're going to say, listen, I love you, but this is not what God has in store for you. And I don't want you to take this route. It's going to hurt you. And that's the facts. As being hurt by the people in the church is because you had to leave and stop going to church. It's because your faith is in people, not on God. And as I said that earlier, take your faith of people, put it in God's hands. Thank you. Romans 14:12 says something. Every one of us shall give account to God. You'll account to God. Everyone. Matthew 18:6. God hates church hurt too. When one of his child is acting like a fool, hurting another child, he hates that. He's like, boo boo. What you trying to do? You misrepresenting. Act accordingly. Act according to my words. Don't be acting like that. That's not what you're doing today. And God will convict him real quick, real fast. Knowing that you're standing in a position that with a pure heart, and all you want is a relationship with God and a community to have your back and build a relationship with. He will call them out and put them in his place. Best believe it. That's one thing I tell people. There's nothing in this earth that will not be unnoticed to God. Everything will be noticed and everything will be face to him. Judgment Day, boo boo. Hebrews 13:15. Never will I leave you and never will I forsake you. That's true. No matter what you face in church or outside the church, anywhere in life, God will never leave you, forsake you. He is there, right there by next to you, holding it down for you. So you're not alone. Jeremiah 31:3. I have loved you with an everlasting love. He loves you unconditionally. He loves you even if you're heartbroken. He loves you when you're angry. He loves you when you're happy. He loves everything about you because he created you. Boo boo. Matthew 28:20. Surely I am with you always. And this one gets to me because he's always there, the good and the bad and the ugly. You made a mistake, but God forgives you on right away because he's still, as long as you have air in your lungs, he's still using you. He's not done with you. Matthew 11:28-30. And let you know these Bible verses, I'm doing summaries. You can look through the Bible verse with it, the full paragraph. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. That says a lot. Give it the burden, that heavy load that you're going on, that burden, give it to him. His yoke is very easy when you're lying with him. You have him in the center of your life, of everything. To this day, I tell a lot of people, don't take it personal, but this is not my problem. This is God's problem. I ain't dealing with it. I'm not getting my emotional of it. I'm not going to let it get the best of me. I don't, God, this is your problem. You're bigger than this. I need you to handle this ASAP, okay? Because I'm going to walk in peace and enjoy my rest of my day. Receive healing. Remember, there's nobody's perfect. Take your faith off people. Put your faith in God. You belong to a church. I don't care if it's a building. I don't care if it's a home. I don't care if it's in a park. You belong in the community of Christ. You belong to be with people that loves on you, who prays for you, who celebrates you, who checks on you, accountability. We're not meant to walk alone. We walk along with our brothers and sisters. And there are true ones out there that loves you, waiting for you to be part of their life. Because you're the light. I bet you when you walk in the room, you light up the room. You're one of a kind. You're chosen. Don't forget that. If you have any prayer requests, please let me know and comment below, and I'll be praying for you. Like and share and follow. Take care. Love y'all. Talk to you on the next video. Love y'all.